Big Ray, Mike Story. I'm your host, Rob Simmons, the host of the most. Jason, superfan Jason, will be joining us in a little bit, talking some Tropic Thunder. You guys have been clamoring to do it, Jason especially. Story, why do you love this movie so much, and where does it rank on your pantheon of comedies?
Yeah, it's not a S-tiered comedy, but it is absolutely hilarious. Watching it back, you miss the facial expressions of everybody reacting to people reacting to other people. Jay Baruchel's got some really outstanding lines in here itself. It's quotable. It also it's enough humor on the satire front that it keeps it moving. So there's just a lot to like about it. It's a solid B comedy for me.
Ray, what's your favorite aspect of this movie? Is it the satire? Is it the acting?
So to be honest, this is why I think it is an S tier level comedy, just because there are so many unbelievably great aspects of this movie, between the writing, the acting, the actual just the comedy itself, you know what I mean? And then when they add in the satire, like the whole satire thing, like on top, because it's like everything is, every comedy, it's just a lot of times, especially in that in the 90s and 2000s, it was pretty much just a straightforward, if you will, like this is funny, and it is funny, like Will Ferrell getting shot with a dart in the neck in Old School, like that's funny, you know what I mean? Like, and in general with this, there's many points of this movie that are like that, but there's also a lot of good writing with the acting that make it I think it's an underrated great comedy just because of that. Because I personally think, like, when they're trying to act serious, it is pretty good acting. It's just funny that it's like they're doing it as a satire. That's why, like, I'm saying it adds different levels. You know what I mean? Compared to like Happy Gilmore 2, for instance, like there was no Adam Sandler. There might have been like the Chubbs,
Well,
memorial,
to your point, Ray, you've got comedy heavy hitters in Ben Stiller and Danny McBride, and you've got real heavy hitters in Robert Downey Jr., Nick Nolte. It all around, like, you're right, that
Bill Hader, Tom Cruise.
Serious,
I mean, dude,
it's good acting. It's a good movie. If you take away all the absurdity of it, it's still a really good movie.
And that's the
action. The action's like legit, right? The action scenes, like it's well shot. And Ben Stiller, let's get some shout out to Ben Stiller, who directed this movie.
Dude, he did a phenomenal
We're talking about the
this.
satire angle, and just like how this movie pretty much is taking aim at a lot of different things. You have the war satire, the actors' egos, studio greed, movie industry, full retard, blackface, among other things. But Ben Stiller was kind of, he was that kind of the golden boy there for a while with Meet the Parents and some of these, I like Meet the Parents, but the sequels are bad.
I'm not going to say Night Museum.
Yeah, he was just that dude.
But it was still a huge hit. They had 3 movies. They had a trilogy. You know what I mean? Like, and the first one was really good. I'm not, the one was, but either way, like Ben Stiller, this was right in his heyday for sure.
Because he was kind of thrown in there as the Hollywood guy, the anointed Hollywood guy. Who would you guys think Ben Stiller's actually funny? Like, I like Ben Stiller as an ancillary piece. Happy Gilmore comes to mind as, like, if you give him like 5, 10, 15 minutes in a movie as a lead, he almost plays like the Jason Bateman role, right? The everyman, where it's like everyone else around him's funny and him reacting and going through, it's like he's a normal guy put in abnormal circumstances. That's the Ben Stiller.
Meet the Parents, aka,
stick,
right? I mean? Like which Meet the Parents is like almost I mean, when I say perfect, it's really not like, when I say, but it is like, it is a perfect comedy. There's so many things well written into that, especially if you're married. I'm not married. You two both are. Like, I'm just saying, having the mother-in-laws, father-in-laws all wrapped in that, like the in-law, syndicate of that. I will just say this. Ben Stiller himself is not that funny, but he did learn from a fucking comedic genius king, Jerry Stiller. So he very well may not have, and it may like that just easy comedic relief. And that's the thing. Jerry Stiller wasn't just like slapstick. He was just a funny, smart. Maybe Ben Stiller didn't get that rubbed off, but he understood film, and that's where Ben Stiller has been successful. Especially, I think this movie was sort of like that peak point to be like, I understand comedy and I can do this. I just may not be the funniest person, like the main star of the fucking comedy, like my dad was, or many other actors we can come up with, like a laundry list of them. But he knows.
Sorry, give me your thought on blackface. I want to hear your thought on blackface, because this was 2008, right? So it was like, dude, right before
2008 blackface is wild, bro. That is wild. I know things were different. I know things were different 08, but I'm saying like that's still 08. That's like
only Al Jolson and a jazz singer.
How is that not racist to you?
Okay, this is a terrible example of blackface. This guy isn't even trying to look like a real person.
Well, he almost got the mouth right. See, that's what I'm saying about the lips.
The lips are the most offensive part. Look, the guy is bugging his eyes out like a cartoon character. Okay, this is racist as shit.
All blackface is racist, Mac, and that is the point I'm trying to make. You just cannot cast a white man as a black man and paint his face black. You can't do it.
Yes.
Man, are you trying to kill me on fucking live stream, bro? That was
Story is all blackface racist or what?
Yeah, all blackface.
Can it be
is
done
racist.
tastefully?
That now again, when you're making a pointed commentary on, and this movie has a lot to say about disabilities, developmental disabilities, racism, blackface, Hollywood,
everything.
and what
like everything. That's why it's also
to. There's a point to be made, but realistically, anybody watching, anybody who's going to see this, like, just don't do blackface. Like, it'll never be a good idea. If you ever think like, should I do this? The answer is no.
Story,
now, is it full blackface with what Robert Downey Jr. did? Is it full blackface because he looks almost like a Latino?
Dude, they say in the movie he got to pick 10.
Oh no, I know that. I'm saying he doesn't like. He just looks darker.
No,
he just looks darker.
No, like there are So Michael Key, whatever his name is from Key and Peele, that dude's whiter than him in real life. Like when
Michael Key. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm just saying they're like, and I'm pretty positive he has both black parents. Like he ain't like a halfie.
He's definitely darker than Derek Jeter in this movie.
Ben Stiller did come out recently and say that there's no way this movie could be made in today's political and Hollywood
zero.
And that's
between and here's the main two reasons why. I think there are two. I want you guys' opinion: the blackface and Simple Jack. If you took those out, I think it probably still could be made. There would be some pushback, but those two things were like the real like.
What's crazier though, the blackface or the full retard? Like saying the word and just like.
I mean, it's definitely full retard because he explains in the movie. He explains like full that is also like amazing acting by Robert Downey Jr. Just sit there. He's like, man, you don't know. You really don't know. He's like, man, and he starts going down the line.
You know any retarded war heroes?
Look at this. This is Laurence Olivier in Othello, and this is James Earl Jones. Now look at how close they look.
Look at that. James Earl Jones doing a great blackface.
James Earl Jones has a blackface. He's a black man.
He's not black. James
of course
Earl
he's black.
He was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader was black?
No,
see, okay, there we go.
Darth Vader was not black. They took the mask off. He was white.
You're like, you can't, Rob. You're not helping me, man. These are like little. Congrats on you. These are just the most epic fucking.
That might be one of my funniest clips. I totally forgot about that episode and like that whole scene of just James Earl Jones doing a great blackface.
Rob, like every time, like when I see things like that, it always took something back to the just real quick. Frank Always Sunny when he's like, "Hey D, look at this," and it's during the Hurricane Katrina riots. Hey, then it's white people rioting. What are they stealing? Bread, food. Okay. What about this? Shows Rodney King back in the early 90s. And then black people are stealing whatever. And he's just like, they're stealing speakers, Frank. How do you know there ain't bread in those speakers? God damn it, Frank. God, dude.
So 2008, guys, 2008. We've talked about this ad nauseum on previous comedy movie pods of just how it died about 12 years ago, right? Like 2013. I'm on record saying I think This Is the End is the last kind of great comedy. Yes. The last
that was
really elite comedy
that really was. That's a good call, Rob. 2012. That's sort of the beginning of the end.
They always say the 90s. I'd say 80s and 90s are like the golden age of comedies, right? Where you can get away with a lot of stuff. 80s especially.
Yeah,
I feel like this year, 2008, was the sunset age of comedies. And I want to put this graphic up here. 2008.
That's a really nice way to say that because it was.
I
mean, to be honest, it's just like the sunset's coming down. We didn't know it. But here we are, and we saw it.
So, 2008, we had Step Brothers, Pineapple Express, Role Models, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Tropic Thunder, and Zach and Miri Mick.
I saw all those movies in theaters that year. I promise you, I'm telling you right now, I saw every single one of those movies in theaters, and I was happy about it.
I'd say Step Brothers all time. I think this movie is getting to that point. It's more of a cult classic that was successful. I love Pineapple Express. Role Models is epic. That's Sean William Scott's last awesome role. Love Forgetting Sarah Marshall. And then Zach and Miri Make a Porno is pretty underrated, man.
It's underrated.
This is all in 1 year.
Which, by the way, Rob, Story, go ahead. You know when I sent you those Justin Long clips of that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Zach and Mary make a porno Justin Long clips, dude. Like that may be like some of the best cameo, like short, like performances ever.
So I was going to like come back with, oh no, that can't be right. There's got to be movies after 2012, 13 that are classic comedies, but man, it's really pretty big because like Jump Street. Wait, that was 2012, right?
I think Hall Pass might have been 2014. I liked Hall Pass.
2012. Oh, Hall Pass, yeah, that's a good one. But it's
but story to be real. Like if we put Hall Pass on this list of 08, that's the bottom range.
We're the Millers, 2013.
That's a good movie too. But that's 2012 or 13. You said, "Holy hell, dude!" Like that's 13 years ago.
Nothing. All of those movies would be, the best or second best comedy in give me any year past 2013. I gave you 6 right there from just this one year. They would be elite in any other year, and like that was all in 2008, which that was in the down. That was right when it turned down. Right, 2008 was like the last great comedy year. There's some outliers.
So Rob, you mean my summer going into senior year, my sunset of high school? Yeah.
Yeah, Story was like 34 years old then.
Well, because Pineapple Express, or I'm sorry, Superbad was 07. So think of like, I know like, so junior year, so me going into junior year of high school that summer, Superbad came out. It was like, wait, the whole idea is getting laid, partying, and like,
that's still my goal. Also, Hangover was 2009. So like that was a nice 3-year stretch, and then it just really went down. All right, I had a little exercise for you guys before we get to the categories, just specific to this movie. So, like, I love the beginning. I think the first 20 minutes of this movie is unassailable. It's amazing. And then, the middle's okay. I don't like the ending as much, but the beginning, doing the fake trailers, is fucking genius because it hits you and you're kind of watching it. You're just like, what is
Rob,
this?
Did you see this movie? Did you see this movie in theaters?
No.
Story, did you?
I did not. Story, did you?
I mean, I did. So, like, when this... Of course, like I'm not like it popped up. It was, I mean, in theaters. I mean, even watching on TV, it's still like a real fucking trailer. And then you saw who like Ben Stiller and Robert Downey Jr. and Jack Black. So you're like, oh, okay, like because you knew they were actors doing a movie in the movie. So it was just like, oh, trying to like, but like it was unexpected and it was really smart in my eyes, to be honest. I think a lot of the ways this whole movie was shot and run was very smart, and that's props on Ben Stiller to make it a very different comedy.
So the special category for this movie is best fake movie or TV shows within a movie, which the beginning is all the fake trailers, right? So I'm gonna give you a bunch of different names. Let me know if you have any to add on. Angels with Filthy Souls from Home Alone, which a lot of people thought was a real movie.
And then the sequel. I was saying, the sequel, like extra, is something. I think it was like extra, like one other like extra Angels. Like,
Your Souls is a sequel, yes.
Thank you.
Then we have Stab from the Scream franchises.
From Scream, right?
Yeah, yeah. Terrence and Phillip, Asses of Fire. Very, very good
one.
Well,
hey, Rob. So real quick, I'm not gonna lie. When you get to me, I do have TV shows within movie or TV and movies.
Yeah. I said you could do that too.
Yeah, I'm just because, but I'm saying so. Just to add on, just so we don't do it. Terrence and Phillip and Terrence and Phillip, Asses of Fire, aka the Simpsons and Simpsons movie.
Crime scene of the crime. That's from what movie is that? I don't have the name of the movie. That's fucking the Hawaii movie where they go. I just had it up here. What the fuck movie?
50 First Dates.
No, it's
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah, that was.
And then Fantastic Voyage. Fantastic Voyage from Superbad. The porn they're talking about, where they actually show like a little clip of it. That's fantastic. And then I think my favorite one is Log Jammin' from Big Lebowski.
That's a good one, dude.
The porno.
Yeah, that's really good.
The guy comes in, he's like, "Yeah, I'm here to fix the cable," and then the chick's like, "Yeah, you could imagine what happens next." And the dude's like, "He fixes the cable." What do you have, Story, to add on to this?
The only thing I wanted to add on was you've seen 22 Jump Street, the sequel to 21 Jump Street?
Yes.
So at the end, they go through and they do like 24s through 30 Jump Street, and they're all different types of schools. So it's cooking school and seminary school, and it's these little snippets, these like 5-second trailers for these movies that are coming out. So it's 23 on.
What do you got, Ray?
I mean, Rob, you're gonna have to cut me off, so just tell me when, because there's been when I did my little digging I found a Reddit thread, and I just kept reading and reading, and I know a majority of everything. So just tell me when, and I won't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Just list them.
But so McBain the movie and The Simpsons. Every McBain, if you're a Simpsons '90s fan, every time McBain comes on, if you put all those together, it is an extra like 8 or not 8, but it's like a 3-4 minute movie. So the McBain series, which is a spoof on Schwarzenegger, and then Itchy and Scratchy and The Simpsons, epic. I really love King of the Hill. So if I don't know if you two have watched King of the Hill ever, but there's a murderer or a hitman Mexican priest that it's all in Spanish.
Oh,
yeah, I'm saying so him, like those are always epic as hell. Like every time they throw it on, it's just like crazy fucking scenes. I'm a big fan of all. I mean, of course, everything. Honestly, all the things that they put into this movie, I understand why we're talking outside of this, but in reality, the 3 actors and their 3 movies, those trailers, epic as hell. Like they really were. And then also, I don't know if you guys like Futurama, but All My Circuits, which is with the.
You can add Hypnotoad in there.
Yes, so there you go. Like, yeah, there's that. Rochelle.
Love Rochelle. Dude, Seinfeld so made Death Blow, right? Sack Lunch.
Prognosis negative.
Back notice.
Jerry.
Negative.
Jerry. Lethal Weapon 6, most importantly, right? And Always Sunny, Rob.
Yeah. I got a better one from Sunny though. Thunder Gun Express. Dude, Hank's dong.
Dude, the way that they write that, they make it seem like it's the most like take Tom Cruise, any fucking epic, amazing action actor, mind you, and combine all their movies into one. This was that. Like that's the way.
And have him hang dong, yeah.
Have him hang dong.
Dick.
I also really like all my, like I said, all my circuits. If I come up with one, there's this. I'm saying there's a Reddit thread, and I kept like rolling and scrolling, and there was a lot.
So, what's your favorite story? What's your favorite? Log jamming, Angels of Filthy Souls. Simple Jack from this movie, Stab, Fantastic Voyage, Terrence and Phillip, Asses of Fire, or Crime Scene of the Crime.
I'm actually gonna write it in and use one of Ray's. I'm gonna go with the McBain series from The Simpsons. That is because you can stitch those together and actually create a movie with a through line throughout.
Sorry, how crazy of good writing are those writers? That it's like, because it was like they did it originally, and they're like, oh, we'll see what happens, and it clearly was like a hit, and then they're like, just like a movie, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll keep writing. And to your point, I think they had like 4 or 5 different segments that make a 3-4 minute movie on YouTube. You can look it up, like, and it's actually all in scene. For me, I would probably say, just for nostalgic, it would be the Home Alone movie. It's just like, every Christmas.
The fact that people did not know it was fake. Like, people thought it was an actual movie.
Well, admittedly, of course, I was born in 91.
I didn't know it until I did research for the pod.
There you go.
Nightman says, we are gay and LGBTQ friendly stream. Please respect this stream. Well, we respect a lot of things. Unfortunately, this is Tropic Thunder, and they didn't respect any of this shit. So we're gonna go. This is Tropic Thunder. That's all I gotta say. Again, we'll do it respectfully.
If you do a little research, Nightman, pretty much like 90% of these actors, if not close to 100% of these actors, are on board with the LGBTQ movement. They're like, they weren't like in reality. They, like Ben Stiller said, I can never make this movie right now.
Profax says It's Always Sunny is proof that this could be made today. I'm going to counter with the fact that It's Always Sunny as a TV show is different. And you don't need the funding, right?
But dude, Rob,
the funding for a movie like this is huge.
But you and I, we've talked forever. We did our Sunny podcast. Like, Sunny has died down from the assertiveness that they did to just get a little more crazy. The absurdness was more the racist, bad, like dirty things they did. And that was in the earlier seasons up in, maybe like season 8 up to 10, maybe. But like we're in 16, they had to die down a little bit, like on those things. You know what I mean? Like
Martina Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
One last thing, Story. I want to get your opinion on this one. So, in the Simple Jack thing, how he says it kind of ruined his career and how he says he was still stuck in that R word mentality where he was like, am I actually dumb? And just, it like with the Hollywood chick was just like, can he bounce back from this role? So I want to give you real life examples of this, and I want to hear what you think the worst is. So Eddie Murphy and Norbit, these are roles that pretty much almost tanked a guy's career or set them back.
Almost ended their careers.
Eddie Murphy, Norbit, Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill, John Travolta, Battlefield Earth. Will Smith has 2 of them: Wild Wild West, which he took instead of doing The Matrix, which is insane. And then After Earth, which he did with his son, also terrible. Elizabeth Berkley did Showgirls, which I approve of that movie, but really, really bad movie. And she was a hot commodity in Hollywood. And that movie she was nothing after that. And then Mike Myers, the Love Guru.
Yeah, the ones that stick out to me as career killers, Elizabeth Berkley and Showgirls, first and foremost. I mean, that basically killed her career. And then Eddie Murphy and Norbit, he's done some stuff here and there, and I know he did the Beverly Hills Cop remake, but he hasn't really bounced back from that. Whereas these others, like Travolta, that was early on. That was a '90s movie. That really didn't matter much for him. He's done plenty of stuff since then. And Will Smith, the dude was the biggest actor in the world even after those 2 disasters. So yeah,
he's coming back from slapping fucking Chris Rock in the face.
He also did Hancock, which was very poorly received. So
I like Hancock. I think it's underrated. I'm not going to say it's a great movie by any means, but I think it was above average. But
Adam Sandler set the bar so low that Jack and Jill couldn't tank him. Like any other, like Jack and Jill is literally
Rob,
the simple Jack. Right?
Adam Sandler is a 100 millionaire because of Netflix. So like Netflix clearly didn't give a shit about that terrible performance. They gave him the keys to the studio and let him continuously do with what was that Halloween movie where he does his like
Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, Hubie Halloween.
I actually liked Hubie Halloween. It was actually okay.
I think that voice is funny. There's plenty of people who just like maybe I don't know, sorry, you hate that like the way he does that little squeaky like funny voice. I'm just saying like I don't mind that. Like it. No, but there's plenty of people who hate it, so I get it. I'm not gonna say like you're wrong. There's so many people who hate it, like they do. But like, there's a reason.
Can we all agree that Jack and Jill is the worst movie of all these, though? Like, I know it's like it's kind of in a box.
I've never seen it, admittedly, so I don't know. I didn't watch it because
I actually have only seen a little bit of it because it's so bad. It's the plot alone is like the dumbest thing ever.
I never took the time to watch it.
What's the one with David Spade and Kevin James and where they're all getting together?
Grown Ups.
Grown Ups. I had to turn off Grown Ups. That was, honest to God, that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, that's funny because I didn't like hate it. It was like I thought it was like an understandable like move for their timeline, but then they made 3 of them. I think they made a trilogy.
There's
and like
2
the OG
for sure.
one was okay. 2. Oh yeah, you're right. I think it was just 2, but like the OG one was I don't know. But again, the story. That's my point. Sam Sandler has his hand on Hollywood's balls. That it's just like whatever he wants to do, he gets paid a lot of money to do.
It's almost
and
like
his friends all benefit.
The only thing that turns me off on Grown Ups is that should be Chris Farley in the Kevin James part, which would be epic. Like that was written for Chris. That is Chris Farley. You know what I mean?
Right,
Kevin James is fine. I like Kevin James. Okay, $92 million box office, $195 million. This movie actually, like, because it's considered a cult classic. Story: can you be a cult classic and make $100 million? Like, is it possible?
Yeah, because you said a $92 million budget, right? $195 million made at the box office. That, when you consider marketing, that's about breaking even. So no, this was not a huge financial success. Like they probably broke even or maybe made a little bit. So this puts it squarely in cult classic territory for me.
Yeah, I get down. Ray, what are you munching on there? I see you munching. You got some tacos? Tacos and burritos? What do you got? Oh, he's got his tacos and burritos before we get into the categories.
Tacos, beer, and Tropic Thunder with boys. I mean, how much more? What more I want?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just because I got a lot of money, I'll give you taco flavored kisses, honey. Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses. Taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, taco.
Story, do you know what Roger Ebert gave this movie? I'm sure you do. You probably read his review.
Yeah, 4.5 stars. He called it, quote, the untainted war movie.
He actually gave this 4.5 stars.
Yeah.
3.5. 3.5 out of 4.
So, but that's unreal.
Yeah, good. Like, I can see him liking it because the acting is great and the action sequences are great.
Okay, so you're backing up what I said. I'll give you that. I mean, I'll give you that.
Very offensive.
I mean, that was Step Brothers we did last, and they gave that. What did he give it? A half a star or 1.5? One.
Yeah, I think it was 1 star or a half. Yeah.
Yeah. And Story. Did you do that with us, Step Brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm saying. So I just found that funny because I brought that. I can't remember, but I'm saying how I brought up that he gave Animal House 3.5 stars.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
So no, here's the thing: is apparently Raj hates stupid, like stupid to be stupid. Raj doesn't get offended easily. That's apparent because Animal House, there's some fucked up shit. And this movie is super offensive if you're a person that gets offended easily. So apparently Raj doesn't care about being offended. He just wants some character arc and some story and, it to look good on film.
This movie looks great. Maybe some heart, something along those lines.
Well, and to be honest, this movie does have that. Because it's like, I mean, you look at the character arc of Ben Stiller's character. He starts off like Robert, he's like Robert Downey Jr., who they say has 5 Academy Awards. This dude hasn't won anything. And he's Simple Jack, and he's complaining that the better actor is crying. I'm just saying, it's a really good setup for himself that he wrote to be able to like show himself as a fucking asshole, basically like a different White Goodman, if you will, not as centrically over the top, but as big of an asshole.
All right, boys, out of the categories, best scene, most favorite scene, story. Give me a couple of your favorite scenes here.
Yeah, this one's pretty classic where Kirk Lazarus is telling Doug Speedman you never go full R word and how he breezes through the 3 or 4 different movies that has guys portraying developmental disabilities. I also love when Al Pacino keeps giving Lazarus shit about his blackface and also being Australian when he calls him Kangaroo Jack when he takes a shot at Crocodile Dundee.
I think I hit your baby.
And then, dude, any scene with Tom Cruise as Les Grossman is top of this entire movie for me.
See, I love McConaughey. I know like Tom Cruise kind of steals the show, but McConaughey is so underrated in this movie. He's the statement he makes when he's talking about adopting the kid, right? And he's like, well, at least you get to choose yours.
I hate you choose yours. I'm stuck with mine. And at the last scene, when they show him on the airplane all fucked up looking, drinking, and then he goes with his son. By the way, he doesn't even show the actor's name.
I saw that too. That was weird.
I love how he's always just playing Wii. Like he's just chilling, playing Wii, talking on the phone to his clients, like so fucking casual. What do you have, Ray, for your couple favorite scenes?
You guys said a few of them. I mean, to be honest, I think the 2 top scenes are Tom Cruise's, which is the Flaming Dragon, I will fuck your face. And then I think that may be the best scene, just because when you saw that I saw this in theaters, so like listening to this on loud, and then Tom Cruise just using the language he's using, it was so shockingly, greatly unexpected, so far out of left field that you just never thought this was coming. And then now when you do more research, and I figured this out even before doing my research for this movie. But it was not too long. I figured this out. But like Tom Cruise told Ben Stiller, like he gave him like all the ideas for Les Grossman, like for the outrageousness, the hair, the prosthetics, everything. Like they have the big hands, and it just worked out unbelievably successfully well. Like it was again a unbelievable performance. I also really love when they blow the load before they should, because there's so many actors that are involved in that scene. So just the whole compilation of like all of them acting within that. Jack Black is literally just hanging on a fucking string, basically, like a wire, and he's just bitching and moaning the entire time. And then the bucket explosion comes. He thinks he's about to die. He's sitting up there, and they're like everything. And then 2, I love when anything with Tran, the little fucking kingpin, Asian kid. That dude, he was so fucking great. Like, there's many things, but I can keep going. But I'm with Story, to be honest. Like, Tom Cruise completely just stole every single scene he was on, and Danny McBride did pretty damn well with Nick Nolte. Like Nick Nolte, I'm sorry. Those 2 as a combo was a really nice, because it was like Danny McBride worshiping him like as a god, basically. And then coming to find out his god is just a big piece of shit loser who's a Coast Guard, not a fucking nom.
When he's talking about his book, he's like, Tropic Thunder. It's kind of like my Catcher in the Rye.
It's in the right, dude.
Honestly, I think the best scene is story. You said it. You said it best. I think it's just the full retard, the whole monologue there.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
What do you mean?
Check it out. Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, look retarded, act retarded, not retarded. Count two picks, cheated cards. Autistic, sure, not retarded. You got Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. Slow, yes, retarded maybe, braces on his legs, but he charmed the pants off next to him and they won a ping pong competition. That ain't retarded. Peter Sellers being there. Infantile, yes, retarded, no. You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
Honestly, like the fact that I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
He talks about Sean Penn and Milk, and he's like, if you go full R word.
Yeah, watch out. Watch it. You see what happens when you do that?
Walk away empty-handed.
Yeah, exactly. You see exactly. Walk away. I'll just say this. I'm sure that scene had been shot probably like 30 times. I mean, I'm just pulling that number on my ass. I have no idea. Just based on the blackface, the things Robert Downey Jr. with the seriousness is trying to say. Especially breaking
think about it. It literally is a scene with a white man, a serious actor in blackface, talking never go full retard. Like it's
to another
super,
white guy. Like I understand. I guess
so many
retardation
levels,
doesn't have a color, but I'm just saying like Ben Stiller isn't retarded. Like he's like it's one thing like maybe if he was autistic because like now there are some autistic like actors out there. You know what I mean? Like just because they are actors, whatever. But like back in 2008, didn't have as much of that. And I guess to be honest, the way that he's very articulately, being Robert Downey Jr. to break down the literal, like we're starting at level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and then you went level 10, bro. You fucked up.
Yeah.
you like?
Do you notice how he's always bringing up awards, right? Like they said in the beginning he's won five
right.
5 best actors. And do you guys think this is awards? Do you guys think this is a shot at Daniel Day-Lewis, right? A guy like that, because Daniel Day-Lewis is a guy that only acts once every 3 or 4 years. And I'm not saying he's not in it for the craft. Obviously, he loves his craft, but it appears to me there's a chance he is just chasing awards, right? He's not just doing movies to do movies. He's not doing passion projects. I feel like he wants to do these epic all-time movies and these epic all-time performances. And I don't know. I feel like
Rob,
that could be.
I'm never going to attack a guy who's that good of an actor. Because to be honest, I'm going to go the opposite way. He's that good of an actor that he's not going to waste his time on bullshit just to get money. He wants his name on actual amazing art pieces that will live on forever. He doesn't want some bullshit random fucking pick to have his name on that he made.
But that's what that's what Lazarus is doing. That's the same thing he's doing. Satan's Alley, bro.
You didn't hear me. I said I agreed with you. I'm just saying I agreed with your take on that. I do. I'm just saying, like Daniel Day-Lewis, I ain't gonna hate on him for doing that because he doesn't have a bad movie, really. I mean, tell me a bad movie of his that I haven't seen, probably, and I'll agree with you. But most movies,
you think they're doing that? You think Ben Stiller, not like not purposely,
it's not a direct shot at Daniel?
No, it's not a direct shot, but it's just a spoof, as a sort of like somebody like him who goes.
Well, who else would it be, right? Who else in Hollywood would Lazarus be portraying? Because it's all kind of not one for one exactly comparisons, but I feel like they're trying to like kind of take shots at all these things in Hollywood, right?
Robert Downey Jr. did that in this movie. When he said, "I'm not breaking character until commentary," he didn't do that. He did not. He was method acting through the whole movie, and then he stopped doing it when they were done with the commentary. Apparently.
Joaquin Phoenix for the Joker. Robert De Niro's a really well-known method actor. Natalie Portman's a well-known method actress. Jamie Lee Fox went full method for when he did Ray. So it's a shot at method acting, and it's satire in relation to that. It's not. I don't think it's directed at any one actor.
Sure, and I'm with you. That makes a lot more sense. It's just like in general, like you're a method actor, you think you're better than everybody because you're really diving into that spot where it's like many other. I'm not gonna say it's bad because I love the performances that people do that in, but we also know there's plenty of people who have great acting performances that don't have to go balls deep and to be like, hey, Rob, my name's not Rob. It's Robert Downey Jr., motherfucker. I'm just saying, like,
Ain't no cell phones at 69. I'm head to toe legitimate.
Tell him, McCluskey. Tell him what time it is.
I don't believe you people.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Huh?
I think what Tug means is you people,
look at
you
his eyes,
actors,
man.
you people.
Exactly.
Look at them beady white people eyes.
I gotta get back to the
Stuff.
And they do a really good job on writing on how probably a normal Hollywood set is with so many big head case actors. I'm saying, like, for instance, I know you guys don't maybe know, like, hate or whatever, how you love or hate it. Marvel, for instance, though, just saying, but when they have those Avengers movies, and they have 30 fucking A-list actors all in one room, it's got to be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's
Are we going with full retard? Are we going to go full retard as the best scene, though? It's most iconic.
Yeah, I'm voting for that one.
Ray, you got
I will agree because it's really hard for me because I really do. The ending scene with Tom Cruise and the Flaming Dragon, those two are so close for me. But this scene we're talking about is next level.
My honorable mention is just the trailers, just because Satan's Alley. You know what? The first 3 times I watched the movie, I did not even realize it's about, homosexual stuff. And then there's the beads and like Satan's Alley. Like I didn't realize, just because you're not really paying attention, you're just like, what is this? There's Tobey Maguire, the MTV winner of Best Kiss.
Best Kiss.
Yeah.
Just 5-time Academy Award winner Kirk Lazarus and best winner MTV Award winner of Best Kiss, Tobey Maguire.
Amazing. Casting What If story. What did you find out?
So this one, we know you mentioned this was written by Ben Stiller. He wrote Tug Speedman with Keanu Reeves in mind. He had Keanu Reeves in mind to play Speedman, and he was going to play Peck. He was going to play the actor. Then when he took on the role of Speedman, he wanted Tom Cruise to end up playing Peck, but then Cruise came up with the idea to play the Hollywood executive. The other one was Kevin Hart was in line to play Al Pacino, but they offered it to him. Well, he wasn't in line, but they offered it to him, and he didn't want to play a gay character, so he turned it down, and it went to Brandon T. Jackson.
He kills it. Al Pacino, baby.
Yeah.
Booty sweating, busting a nut. Busting up bars, right? I couldn't
find any other casting what ifs, though.
Oh, I got a major one, man. Owen Wilson was supposed to be the agent, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, and
so that was the way it was written.
He tried to commit suicide recently when he was casted, though. So then Ben Stiller recasted it for Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
Yeah, Owen Wilson had a little dark period there, but McConaughey totally revamped the role and made it his own. So, and I just want to shout out Matthew McConaughey, mostly because I just watched Wolf of Wall Street again. Another, 1 season, 2 scenes. So, like, McConaughey is, as much as we want to hate on him for, Interstellar, which we love, but his role in Interstellar is kind of a little wonky. And some of his other stuff's not great. But, like, McConaughey in an ancillary role is, he is the definition of a heat check because that dude just steals the screen, and I love the McConaissance. I'm so happy Matthew McConaughey is back in our lives, guys.
It's a fugazi. It's a fugazi.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me, I can get what you're saying about the Interstellar thing with him, but hold on, my friend. That acting scene where he's watching his kids talking to him as they're older and he's crying. You know what happened in that scene? You know what, like, do you anything know about the acting, like, background with that? He refused to look.
Did his kid get hit by a car or something?
Well, that's a little dark, but no. I mean, it's a good, I guess a good random answer you could throw out there. But no, he just did not want to see the videos so he could just try to put into his method acting, as they say, to where he could, like, when he's watching, God, who's the redheaded? It's not Bryce Dallas Howard.
Jessica Chastain.
Yeah, thank you. Jessica Chastain and Dave Franco, when they're talking to him as they're older, like when they're those actors' age, and he's crying his eyes out. He did not want to see that just so he could give an actual response. Like if he was, like, again, apparently I'm sure he was method acting. So if he did, like, left his family in this scenario, so like watching his kids sending them videos of his age when he left, and then older, just like killing, like wanting to, like, just killing him inside because he should have never left.
It was Casey Affleck. You know what's funny is the younger brother always just the younger brother of a star, right?
He's so good. He's a great actor. He's a great actor.
Yeah, I know, but he's in the shadow of his brother. All right, Story. It's your favorite time. It's your favorite time. Recasting couch. You're recasting the movie. I only have a couple changes, so I want to hear your recast.
Yeah, I went 10 deep this time. I got back on the horse here, so I'm going to breeze through them. All right, Tug Speedman. I'm going to say that one for last. No, I'll dive with that one. So top down, Tug Speedman. Zac Efron, who is hilarious. If you have seen him in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, great comedy guy. Kirk Lazarus, Tom Hanks. I want to see Tom Hanks back in the comedy sphere. Jeff Portnoy, that's Jack Black's character. Jonah Hill, I think. It's too bad we got skinny Jonah Hill these days. I mean, good for him on the health side of things. Kevin Sandusky.
Really skinny Jonah Hill.
Andy Samberg in that. Al Pacino. I want to go with Michael B. Jordan. I would have loved to do someone like Idris Elba, but he's too old for that. So give me Michael B. Jordan. Damian Cockburn, he's a director. I'm going to go with Adam Devine. I'm going to pair him back up with Zac Efron. Then Cody, let's get that to John C. Reilly. Four Leaf, I want to go with good old Clancy Brown. Rick Peck, Woody Harrelson. Let's flip it. Let's go with the McConaughey Sans or whatever. Let's go with Woody Harrelson. He's got his own Renaissance, whatever. And then Les Grossman, Kurt Russell.
Ooh, I like that one. GT's got a good one here. Cuba Gooding Jr. Making fun of himself in radio.
I have a whole thing.
GT, that's a great one.
Don't skip over me on this, please. I actually put effort.
I'm not. Jesus, Ray. Well, Ray doesn't get to talk for 40 seconds, so he yells at me. Was that full retard for Cuba Gooding Jr. in radio? That's full retard.
Technically, yeah. I mean, it was because I love that movie, and
it's a pretty sappy movie, but yeah,
but I mean, I would say yes. If we're talking this, what Robert Downey Jr. was talking to Ben Stiller.
All right, Ray, give us your recast.
Oh, they're not as good as his, but I actually just had some rays here. So with Cody's character, honestly, I think Jack Black in the same movie being that character, I think he could have done that pretty well. I know it's sort of lame, it's in the same movie, but I just think that with the craziness that his character in that movie, just a little different way to do crazy. I think he could do that. Seth Rogen, I think, could do that. Nick Nolte, I had Clint Eastwood in his time. I think that would have been pretty good. Sam Elliott. I was thinking of again, these are like a bunch of different people, but like Brian Cox, like Super Troopers, but like a different type of, like a more crazy, like darker, like way he played the Super Troopers chief. Christopher Walken, I think, would be good at that too, because he's funny. Like I'm saying, I see that sort of thing like Wedding Crashers, how he's funny, but like obviously the majority of things he does is serious. And then also with Les Grossman, I this is something out of left field, but I was sort of thinking Jason Statham. Did you guys ever see the movie Snatched?
No.
Yeah. It's pretty funny in that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I was just trying to come up with a very unexpected person that would be extremely funny for just taking a role that would be out of left field. That's sort of my thought process with him. With Kurt, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, you said, who did you say for John C. Reilly? I had said I have him for John C. Reilly. Who did you say for him?
For Cody, for Daniel Craig's character.
And that's not a bad pick either. I was just sort of thinking with Kirk, just funny, but also like pretty much until like the early 2000s, mid 2000s, John C. Reilly was a serious actor. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, so something like that. And even Hugh Jackman. To be honest, Hugh Jackman is pretty funny when he wants to be, but he does a lot of serious things. And I was just sort of thinking with the what's his name? What's the black guy's character's name?
Brandon T. Jackson,
Lazarus,
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino, yeah, no, him. I was thinking Dave Chappelle, but like thinking sort of like a blues streak, like I don't know, just having like a little serious tone, but more just like
skinny Dave Chappelle. It's got to be skinny.
That was Martin Lawrence. Blue Streak was I say down.
He was in there as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you want to know what? Because he's gay.
XRS asked us which one of us is black.
Which one of us doing the black face?
Look at this. This is Laurence Olivier in Othello. And this is James Earl Jones. Now look at how close they look.
Look at that. James Earl Jones doing a great blackface.
James Earl Jones has a black face. He's a black man.
He's not black.
Of course he's black.
He was Darth Vader.
Darth Vader was black?
No,
See, okay, there we go.
Darth Vader was not black. They took the mask off. He was white.
Dude, that writing and acting is just next level. Like the writing, especially. So like just every like, oh my god, you're killing me, Smalls. You're mute, Rob. You're mute.
You're on mute.
We can identify however we want. So maybe we are, maybe we aren't. He says all three of you are black. We don't know. Who knows? You know what? We don't see color on this show. We just don't.
Maybe there's bread in those.
We just see Ray pounding. Yeah, we don't know. GT says, what about an all-Italian cast? That could be like the Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I was saying, just like that with Sopranos.
Just
somehow,
fucking the whole time.
Mix those two together, and you'll have your cast.
All right, did you find anything interesting about this movie story online?
I kind of mentioned already, so Tom Cruise pitched the idea of the studio head character after Stiller offered him the role of Rick Peck, and then Cruise's involvement in the film was so secretive that they ended up getting his lawyers involved to remove leaked pictures of him as Les Grossman from the internet. So they wanted to keep this completely tight-lipped as possible. And I thought this was interesting. The production used a real-life military advisor. The guy's name is Dale Dye. He's a former Marine and founder of Warriors, Inc. That company provides military advising for movies and TV shows. He's worked on serious stuff, including Platoon and Band of Brothers. So they went all out on the military.
And that makes sense because of those like action scenes with the explosions were pretty legit for a comedy, especially. I mean,
yep.
So $92 million will buy you. All the trailers were shot independently with like separate directors. So they wanted to make this as legit as possible. The Fatties 2. Would you guys want to see that in theaters? The Fatties 2? Literally, that's the most direct jab at Eddie Murphy.
We already had the clumps, so yeah, no, that was definitely like 1,000% a shot at him, no doubt.
And then they mentioned on the E True Hollywood story thing about how delayed they were. They were 5 days in the shooting. They're already a month behind schedule, and they cost themselves $4 million with that explosion. This was Apocalypse Now, man. This was exactly what happened on that. That movie is an all-time epic. But so I watched the Charlie Sheen documentary, and Martin Sheen brought both of his kids, Estevez and Charlie Sheen, on location to film this movie. He was going through a bunch of drug shit, Martin Sheen was, on top of just the crazy living conditions and just trying to stay in character. So like Francis Ford Coppola had to deal with this on the set of Apocalypse Now with all of his big name actors. So it was like really wild.
He's an actual epic fucking director to be able to figure that out to come up with one of the greatest war movies of all time.
Yeah, so it's literally just almost a shot for shot. At least the first half of the movie, right when they're shooting it, that was exactly what they dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys think? I'm going to ask you guys this question: do you think that the movie, if they didn't fuck up that explosion, like this is hypothetically because it's a fictional movie, right? Would Tropic Thunder have worked with these actors, with that terrible director? We even talked about the director, by the way. I love that guy. He's in Curb. He's the therapist in the therapist episode.
Mm-hmm.
He's great in everything I ever seen him. I don't know what he's not ever a lead actor. I think he's a British dude, but he's fucking great. I love him. I don't know what his name is.
It's Dan. Oh man, I looked it up. Because I didn't know him either. But yeah.
We have Mouth in here. He says, fuse Danny DeVito with Bill Belichick. What current NFL coach / coordinator would that create? So you got, Danny DeVito, let's just say Frank from Sunny, that character, with current Bill Belichick, by the way, who is old as dirt and dating a 25-year-old or whatever she is. What current NFL coach does that create? Do we have a comp for that story?
Danny DeVito and Bill Belichick, current NFL coach.
But Dan Campbell, that's the only thing I can really come up with, to be honest, who's serious and crazy. I mean, I'm just the top of my head. I mean, I can't factor in the Danny DeVito with the Bill Belichick beyond Campbell, at least on the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, they're very similar in body type too, and I don't know of any coaches. I mean,
yeah, shit. If you were to combine both of them, I mean, Campbell's bigger than them, but yeah, I mean, in a way.
Yeah, I mean, Belichick, I would say McCarthy, but McCarthy's pretty tall. So there you go. I'm going to go with Mike McCarthy.
Miles said Robert Saleh.
I'd love to hear his reasoning.
He
for
has
that.
I do know this. I know that Robert Saleh has like 9 kids, And I know Danny DeVito loves to fuck whores.
Danny DeVito and Bill
right? He loves
Belichick
fucking
are
whores.
over 70 years old. Like Robert Saleh is 50.
I think he's maybe talking about just like I think he's talking about more like his persona, his mentality. And I do know, like I said, he has 9 kids, and Frank Reynolds, you know, Danny DeVito loves fucking whores. Okay, he likes to go out and bang a bunch of whores. By the way, Mouth South, Downtown Sports, link in the description, gentlemen. Go check out that show. Big Ray's been on multiple times now. He's going to replace Uncle Iron Eagle there soon enough, I think. Maybe.
Highly doubt that.
On to acting award. Ray, what do you have?
You didn't want my random facts?
Oh, my bad. My bad. What do you got? Get
so,
fat.
Of course. No, but so this is on because for this type of stuff I love looking at IMDb and for their trivia. They were saying originally Nick Nolte reveals during a video teleconference scene that his character was intended to be a homage to Robert Saw's character in Jaws, or his character of Quint in Jaws, and it says that Ben Stiller tore down, feeling that there was too many homages towards that, which makes sense because this is not a spoof film, but just I guess it technically is. And then I really like the idea that it was saying that that Ben Stiller wrote the part for Jack Black originally, sort of thinking because I think that he said so this movie was made in 2008. Ben Stiller wrote this movie 10 years prior to the movie being made. So apparently he wrote Jack Black's character for Chris Farley, which sort of makes sense, to be honest, because I could see Chris Farley absolutely murdering Jack Black's character if he were to do that.
Do you guys like Jack Black in this movie?
Yeah, it's a little over the top for me. I like Jack Black and other stuff better. Like
that's my thing. Yeah, I think it's not my favorite Jack Black at all.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. He's fine in it. I really like Jay Baruchel in this. Like I find him to be absolutely hilarious.
So then, what's your favorite Jack Black movie, Bo? I'm not saying this is my favorite. I'm asking both of you.
Mine's probably School of Rock.
Okay.
I actually like Pick of Destiny. I know it's really terrible and dumb. I love that movie, dude. I love the music in it.
I'm gonna pick the dumbest movie out of all three of you. It's Saving Silverman. My favorite movie. He's so funny in that. Oh, and then my last thing I'll say for just this. According to Robert Downey Jr., the character Kurt Lazarus was based on a combination, because we're talking about method acting, which is this proves exactly it, that they were spoofing on this. Russell Crowe, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Colin Farrell.
There you go. Colin Farrell is pretty method.
No, I'm just saying, but that's amazing.
Yeah,
like
fucking Russell Crowe, dude.
But I'm saying the fact that I honestly, I just read that just now. I didn't read this. Like I'm just on IMDb, just reading through the trivia, and I saw that like while we were talking. That is amazing that you guys called that shit out. Literally.
Well, you remember the little clip they have on the TMZ thing or the Eat Your Hollywood story when they're saying how he's like a wild bad boy and he's got his dick out.
Yeah.
You know, like I go back to the Russell Crowe South Park thing of trying to beat everyone up. Remember the stretch of Russell Crowe was like beating up strangers?
Tugger.
You know?
Oh, you want to fight, fucking Tugger?
Making music, writing songs, kicking ass around the world.
Kicking it. Oh, by the way, that's another great TV show. Fighting around the world. Tugger kills himself.
They should just have that in other South Parks, not just that episode. Just every season, they just have like the TV on. There's a Russell Crowe beating up new people, a new group of people.
That would you're right. That was a really. I bet Russell Crowe though probably had some legal things to them, being like, try that again and fuck around, find out.
Man. Russell Crowe's got a pretty good sense of humor. He had a back and forth with what's his name, John Oliver from
I know John Oliver. Right? Yeah.
Including like they named I won't get into it. It's a whole thing. It's pretty funny. He's a funny guy. He sent like a codpiece.
I just look it up. John Oliver and him on John Oliver's.
You guys like Shallow Hal? Is that good, really? Jack Black? I like the movie more than I like his performance in it.
I was gonna say I like the movie. It's not because of him. It's just in general. I think it's just a decent movie for just what it's about and the whole thing, but not because of him by any means.
Can we talk about Shallow Hal for 1 second? I know his mind, he's essentially in a trance, but like they choose Gwyneth Paltrow, who is she's skinny as a rail, right? And like the sex part, like how does that work? Is it his mind is tricking his body into not feeling, how big it is?
Rob,
she is so smart.
Rob, come on, man. It's not because what they see on the outside, it's the beauty on the inside. So she may have been a 400
That's just a big fucking nitpick for me.
She may be a 400-pound moose, but she had a 120-pound inside beauty.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the movie once. I didn't care for it.
Right?
Oh, Miles says bald, nuts, offensive genius, loves horrors, completely overrated. That's why it's Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh is bald, and you got to pay the troll toll to get in this boy's hole. You got to pay the troll toll to get in. He can see Saleh singing that.
Troll toll to get in this boy's hole. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in. I'm sorry. Did you say boy's soul or a hole? Because Artemis, I'm pretty positive I had boy's soul. Yep, that's what I got.
Are you chewing gum? So Miles says, remember the episode where Isaac Hayes quit and they killed Chef over Scientology? Yeah. Isn't that crazy? That was like season 5. Chef was only in the first 5 or 6 seasons.
And because of the Scientology episode that he was the Mormon.
The death is so great though, right? Doesn't he fall? He falls off a cliff, right? Breaks every bone in his body. He's still alive. Doesn't get like tore
and then the lion and tiger coming for, or the cougars come and eat him, and the bear cougars, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Some Scientologists are nuts.
They are nuts. But those two guys, level. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they do not care. They'll go after anything.
What you do? By the way, I didn't realize this because doing research for the special topic we had, which makes sense. They made Terrence and Phillip in South Park to make fun of everybody making fun of them for being a terrible show. So it's just doubling down, being like, yeah, we're fucking terrible. Fuck you. We're now one of the longest running comedy shows of all time.
Story, do you have an overacting award? Is it Jack Black?
It's close for Jack Black, but for me, it's Brandon Suhu, who is Tron. He plays the kid. Now, it's tough to throw a kid under the bus when it comes to overacting because he's probably 12 years old when this was filmed, but that's my overacting in this one.
Dude, he's a badass in this movie, man. Like you never expect somebody that young to be he takes the screen every time he's on, so it's not a bad call.
Starts whipping him with that fucking that stick.
Yeah.
And then stop the hurting me.
What do you got, Ray? Is that yours, or do you have another one?
No, I got a little. I mean, I was thinking about it because he was in my Mount Rushmore to put in there. I put Ben Stiller's one, or Tom Cruise is number 1 for me, just because. Have we ever seen Tom Cruise ever, and never will until they make a Les Grossman centric movie that they're planning? And I hope to God it. And Rob, I hope to God it happens.
I don't. I know. I love every scene he's in, but
you also hate every NFL coach in the NFL. So
if you get a whole movie of Les Grossman, I think it would get old quickly.
Maybe, but maybe not. We'll find out, and they can waste their money. But I was asking though, just because when he actually did like his serious acting, it was pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, even though we know it's funny. So I'm saying when he lost himself and Robert Downey Jr. is trying to pull him out of it, like him acting like Apocalypse Now. You know what I mean? Like, just I know it's supposed to be funny, but in a way, the over seriousness of the acting made it good in my opinion. I don't know, but
Jay Baruchel's reaction again. Jay Baruchel, like Story says, has some of the best fucking reactions in this movie. That's just what he's there for. He's just
right?
There's so many looks that other characters will give characters. So after Robert Downey Jr. goes and fake pees with Jay Baruchel, then you got Tug Stevens coming up, and he's got the
energy drink.
What's it called? Not for Loco, but whatever they call it. Booty sweat. He's got the booty sweat.
Yeah, booty sweat.
In the background, you can see Robert Downey Jr. look over because he hears. It sounds like he's just, it's hilarious. And
it's even funny because Ben Stiller at that point was so lost in himself that when Robert Downey Jr. goes up and Robert Downey Jr. is just like, "Hey, I'm taking piss, I need to talk to you," and he turns around just subtly, he just does a little half look at Robert or at Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller's just staring at him, but he's so lost in himself that he's probably not well, no, I guess that's a lie because that's why he wouldn't talk to him.
You guys all read the script, right?
I don't read script. Script reads me.
What the hell does that even mean?
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
The fact he broke character right there is next level, and that's, dude. Good job, Jay. Because like the way that Jay portrayed that question to him, he could not take it seriously. He broke character himself. He smiled at the end there.
I'm going Jack Black for my overacting. It's not really it's not like a definitive one. I didn't add in I had one recasting couch I want to add in. I want to see what you guys think. Again, and not to pile on Jack Black here. Philip Seymour Hoffman for the Jack Black role, because the parody and what they're trying to like make fun of these actors, you know, like real life actors, how serious to take this shit. Philip Seymour Hoffman was a guy that took his craft incredibly serious, but was also an all-time that guy of comedy, right? And like you give him this Jack Black role, which is kind of dark because he was a heroin addict, died from heroin. But like, I'm sorry, dude. How much better is this movie with Philip Seymour Hoffman in that role?
Yeah,
doesn't have the power, the name power, right?
Seen Philip Seymour Hoffman do absurdist comedy since like his early 20s.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
well, I don't know what kind of comedy chops he's got anymore, or had previously.
Well, he's dead, dude.
He corrected himself. He corrected himself.
Yeah, I don't like
Colin Cowherd thing. The fucking when Colin Cowherd's talking about Dwayne Haskins not making a Super Bowl.
Oh, I know he's dead. I'm saying I don't know what kind he had. I don't know. I don't like it. I can't see Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I love Philip Seymour Hoffman. I want him in every movie ever. Mouse says, here's the deal. Y'all need to chug to talk about this movie properly. So get liquored up, boys, by the way. Join the fucking Patreon. Get in the Discord or I will shit on your lawn. So, GT just gave us another one. So now I have two shots
so
to do
you've seen Twister, right?
Yes.
So I'm saying think about Phil Seymour Hoffman and that, and just sort of
along came Polly.
I'm just saying just tweak it a bit.
Dude, I love Philip Seymour Hoffman. I think he's an outstanding actor. But you wouldn't put him in the Norbert movies, right? You wouldn't put him in.
This isn't the Norbert movie. How dare you compare Norbert in Tropic Thunder?
I'm just saying,
bite your tongue. You know that's wrong.
And everything, and I'm saying there's a time and a place. That's like saying we want a whole movie of Les Grossman, which I think is a terrible idea, even though they did talk about it not that long ago.
Also, I got to shout out Boogie Nights because I love Philip Seymour Hoffman and Boogie Nights. Dude, I love him in everything. Maybe I was a little adventurous trying to toss him into Jack Black.
I like it, dude. I think he's that good of an actor. Like he's
here we go.
So you have it all poured up, real nice. No heads up. Great.
I'm just drinking.
Great.
When Chuck comes along, you can go ahead.
Great.
So I can keep on going. GT says Hoffman was the GOAT. Bite your tongue story.
I'm telling you, I love Philip Seymour Hoffman, but like, again, you're not going to put everybody in every single role just because they kind of look similar.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Tommy has the peeping. Tommy has the
he can do the job, bro.
Tommy,
he's a good enough actor, and he was funny when he wanted to be. He could do it.
Back in the day, he also did some really weird stuff in his early acting.
So John C. Reilly couldn't do a serious acting role right now because he's done comedy for the last 20 years?
No.
Well, I'm devil's
all right, let's stop attacking story. I'm gonna
devil's advocate. That's all. I don't necessarily disagree. I'm just devil's advocate.
All right, where were we at in the categories here? We were at overacting award. We all had ours down there. We have heat check award. All right, I'm gonna go with mine first. I'm gonna go. I think the answer is Tom Cruise. I think that has to be the answer. But I'm gonna go a little counter to that. I'm gonna go McConaughey, man. I think at the end with the TiVo, right?
I also have McConaughey, and there's a reason it's not Tom Cruise, and we'll get to that in hot takes. So, but yeah, McConaughey for me.
Every time he's on screen, the phone conversations, it kills me, bro. It kills me.
Rick, Tug.
I killed one, Rick. The thing I love most in the world.
A hooker. All right, you killed a hooker. Calm down. Here's what you're going to do. Get your hands on some bleach, some hydrogen peroxide, and a shitload of lime.
No, a panda.
I killed a panda. Amanda? Come on, dude. I mean, that's probably not even a real name.
No, a panda.
Sorry, Story, I cut you off with a clip.
I was just going to say that scene when he tells the secretary to get off the phone.
Yeah, I'm saying you cut out that best part, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. You let the half second part. Why did you cut that out? hop off. Like, that is one of the best, because like he's like, I did the worst thing ever. And he's like, all right, you get the, like, he didn't, I can't remember. He said, get whatever her name is, hop off the call. All right, calm down. You're like, tell me what you did. He's like, I killed the panda. Amanda? No worry. He's like, you killed the hooker. No worries. And he goes into this. That, by the way, we did all mess up. That is one of the best scenes by far, for sure. Like, but to be honest, I'll be here to disagree with you guys, because I'm going to tell you right now, for every person who's ever watched this movie, more people will agree with me that it is Tom Cruise, because every time he's on screen, he takes this. He is the demanding character and the presence on every scene he's in. So, in my opinion, that's why he'd be the heat check, because every time he's on screen in that scene, he's taking the lead. He is like the fucking big dick asshole. Clearly, that's his character, and he does it well.
Story, you were saying something about McConaughey.
But I will say Matthew McConaughey is a very close second, because every time he is on.
No, I'll get more into why I think McConaughey deserves this award over Tom Cruise when we get into hot takes.
So real quick, Mouse said he interviewed Matt and Trey on a sports show we did called Rated R Radio, and aside from Imagine Dragons interview, best non-sports interview I ever did. How did you interview all these amazing people? I have Ray and Story on, and then I hate Imagine Dragons personally. I think they're the worst band ever. I hate what they stand for.
Worst band ever.
No. Relative to their success, worst band ever.
And you know what their main song's about, right? About his sister killing herself, and you're gonna say, okay, glad you.
I feel like they just make songs for like trailers and commercials. That's all they do.
I was saying the song that made him famous, which is about her sister killing herself.
I didn't know this.
Well, that's why I'm raying you and humbling you just to ray you.
Thanks.
But admittedly, they aren't like, for as popular as they are, they're not as good as they are. Like, for their popularity.
You know that question, if you could have dinner with anybody living or dead, dude, I would love to sit down with Matt Stone and Trey Parker. That would be, just picking those guys' brains would be wild.
Well, dude, for them to start off with going with construction paper to being billionaires and just doing what they do. I mean, hey, that's a good call.
They also went to Columbine. They were at Columbine High School.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Graduates. They always often joke about the fact that they were very similar to the shooters. Like in terms of like they're standing in the high school, right? They're always picked on and like same environment, right? Very, very middle class, middle upper class upbringing. And they prove it. They said, I saw an interview. They're just like, you know what? Fuck high school. Who cares? We all know it's true now after high school, right? Like your standing in high school is not your standing in life. And like they're fucking billionaires, making fun of anyone they want, ripping on anyone. And you got these clowns, the jocks that are probably working at fucking Walmart,
Well, and that's pretty much the majority of things in life. It's like the people who get picked on in high school. We'll just say like 20% of kids in high school in a grade, like the graduating class you worked on, 20% of those people got picked on all the time. That 20% is probably more successful than the other 80%. And if not, it's a damn close number to 20%.
All right, next category real quick. Mouse says he has 3 episodes this week. NFL, MLB, NBA, 3 sports, 1 sport per episode this week. Get yourself caught up. Downtown Sports. Link in the description, gentlemen. Check that out if you haven't already, or he's going to shit on your lawn if you don't join our Patreon. We're gonna kick you in the nuts if you don't.
Ray will join. You don't want mouth and raised dumps on your lawn.
So, Story, this is you. You kind of mentioned this. Your hot take. You have a hot take regarding Tom Cruise. Is that right?
Yeah, because I don't think that I don't think Tom Cruise should be eligible for the Heat Check Award because he's too integral to that movie. I think he should have been nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor because without him, this movie is a tier lower, a whole tier lower. This movie's not anywhere close to as good as it is without that Les Grossman character. So
I will give you that because I did tell you that I think this is S tier, and in part is because of that. So to your point, you take that away, and then say you had it below that when you think you said a B and I had an S.
Yeah, I would knock this all the way down to a C if we didn't get that performance. And
I might make it honestly. I love him so much in this movie. I might all the way to a B. I think he's that. I know that's a good call. I don't even think that's a hot take. It's like if you like this movie and understand the movie, without him. That's a very, very astute, great call, my friend.
Do you have a hot take, Ray?
Just that I think it is. I personally think it's one of my top 5 comedy movies. I mean, that's just, but everybody's just the way you think comedy is. It's not that much of a hot take. I really don't.
I think that's pretty hot take, bro. Story, do you have it top 5?
That's pretty spicy.
But there's reasons I say that because I like Story. I love Trailer Park Boys on Netflix. Completely the dumbest shit you could ever watch. You dumb yourself down watching it. But I love that stupid ass comedy. But like with this type of comedy, as stupid as it is in many different ways, clearly Simple Jack and all these different, like we can just keep talking about all the dumb things and make it dumb. But just the fact, I just love the way that it was shot. It was written, the acting in different ways, in different levels. It wasn't just like slapstick, here it is, boom. Now, of course, there is many things in that aspect in this movie. But the reason I bring it up so high is because you guys said to yourself, there's action. That is really good action. I think the writing, to be honest, the way that they wrote it to have the trailers in the beginning and then at the end, like it's the whole thing that like just the way they write it is, I think, is very smart. I guess I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, look who it is. Look who it is. What's going on, Jason?
Oh, hey, Jason. We're according to Ray's notes.
Yeah, I'm a little late.
That's all good, dude. Work is
we
work.
We are on
the
tea break scene, boys. Yeah, do you have TiVo for us, Jason?
We need the TiVo. I have the TiVo, but Tugger Nuts got it at the end.
Do you guys have a pee break scene? A scene you want to leave out if you could? I know because this movie it's an hour 47. I've only been watching the 2 hour cut.
He's like downtown sports. Yeah, you leave that out of your fucking thing.
What an entrance! What an entrance from Jason. Story. Do you have a pee break scene?
Yeah, you got to be quick. It's a scene with Speedman and Half Squat right after the first Simple Jack performance that then goes right into Peck looking out the window and at the G5 in the magazine. So you got to be quick. But those two scenes together, you know exactly what happens. There's no dialogue. You can move on pretty quickly.
Me personally, I had the one where right before they break off, like when Ben Stiller goes on his own and the other three or four go on their own. Right before that, that night scene. Where like it's not the pee break scene, like where they're pee breaking themselves, but like I don't know. There's like I guess it's pretty quick too story, but there's like about a 2-minute spot in there that is just like you don't really need to hear anything about it. And if you didn't, and you came back from your pee and you realized Ben Stiller went on his own and the others were on their own, and you saw Ben Stiller and captured, it's like okay, that's pretty understandable.
Jason, you're coming at a bad time and just this because this is a negative category, but you love the movie. Is there anything you would take out if it's 30 seconds a minute that you could skip over? Is not take out, but if you want to take a pee, what do you not mind missing?
What am I missing? Maybe downtown sports comment. No, sorry. Oh.
Jesus, this is fucking. From the movie, is there a scene?
My scene is Coast Guard Sanitation Department. My family.
That's a good one.
But dude, that also really proves how big of a piece of shit he was. Like if you miss that.
Hey, no, I'm talking about fucking the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard's fucking one of the best branches of the fucking military.
I knew what you're talking about.
Second branch ever fucking of the military, brother.
Love it, man.
This is the Army. And the Coast Guard. Coast Guard was founded in 1790, motherfucker.
So Jason, real quick, the biggest. I'm gonna answer this for everybody else. Your biggest nitpick for this whole movie is Nick Nolte's character and his entire fucking bullshit story. That you just like. I'm saying I'm not making fun of you. You have people, your family's in the military. I'm guessing that'd be your nitpick,
brother. Coast Guard all the way. I'm the only one in the family that didn't actually go in. I decided to fix cars for a living. But yeah.
Hey, boys, now we know.
It's very noble. It's a noble pursuit. We need cars. You know what scene we didn't mention, Story, Ray, and then now Jason's joining us, is the scene where the director gets blown up. We did not mention that for best scene at all. And dude, like, I know it's like kind of long and drawn out.
Corn syrup and latex. Blood
when Ben Stiller does the licking and then the fucking like the brains like drop out, that was such a nice little nice touch to make it that much grotesque and like real looking, at least for everybody watching. Putting the head on the fucking
this motherfucker's dead
on the M16 on the M16, putting the head. Ooh, come out now! We're right to this great special.
I know you're the big serious actor, but you know I've done a lot more action and effects-driven films than you, so I would know a prop head when I see one. Fucking
yeah,
shit,
he's like
dude.
there ain't no fucking Joker. He's dead.
Jay Baruchel's genius in this movie though, because he's the only one that went to the boot camp, right? And he's the one that calls out the French mine.
Yeah, French mine, exactly. I was about to say that.
The other guys are fucking just posh pussy actors, right?
Hey, you guys read the script, right?
I don't read the script. Script is me.
Yeah. All right, where are we at here?
I don't mean to be pedantic, Ray, but it's not an M16. It's an AR-15.
Thank you.
That they use.
No, I want you to be. I want you to fucking tell me so I know to not be doing wrong again, sir. Rob,
what scene?
I think.
What's up?
I think. Oh no. So yeah, what we would add? That's where scene we would add.
I got it up. What scene would we add? Story. What would you add? Add something.
Yeah, I don't have anything specific, but I think one more Les Grossman scene is just enough. I think just one more him yelling at people. Would be
out of the, like, was it 3 major ones he's in? Which one would you take out? Story. The beginning, middle, or end?
I wouldn't take him out. I think you can add one more.
Oh, add one more. I thought you said take. Oh, got you.
Yeah, I think you can add one more, and that would be enough of Les Grossman.
But dude,
Jason, do you have a scene you want to add? If you could add something like an extra
more
character,
or less Grossman. I agree with Story. More or less Grossman.
Yeah, there you go.
Why Coke?
But
we also didn't mention the scene where the director gets punched in the face. He's like, "Who's got a strong grip here,
dude?"
Doorkeeper.
The doorkeeper. Who's got a strong grip?
Doorkeeper.
Rob, that's why I said
there's a position on a movie set. So it's like a low level position on a movie set.
Yeah,
so he's like taking this low level guy.
Punch that motherfucker in the face.
And by the way, when Tom Cruise goes, like as if when you punch someone and you do that little grunt, like he didn't punch him at all. He just wanted to give him that grunt to be like, I fucking hate you. But also with that scene, when finally, first Bill Hader being all freaked the fuck out that like he knows less about to rip all their heads off. And then when he's just like, all right, where is he? And then you see the little ball camera moving around. And he finds him. Yeah, exactly. Like, but again, that's where like story like with me with I was saying how much I love Tom Cruise in this movie. It is true because like I mean when I say it's true for me at least, like they had the beginning, middle, and end with him. The beginning scene, opening with him. It's not the opening movie scene, but his opening scene, which is that scene, is so epic. And then you have the middle scene, which is the fucking flaming dragon. And then I'm sorry, there's four. Technically, there's four.
Because of the scene in the fucking movie, that's right up there. So.
I will fuck your face.
I will fuck
you up. Yeah, fuck you.
What do you guys think about Bill Hader in this movie? So like, I'm a big Bill Hader fan. I feel like he's underutilized.
Hey, welcome to the goodie room.
Very underutilized. He should have. You know what? You want to add more scenes? That's something that he like some little scene or another. Doesn't give him even an extra 10 to 15 seconds in that movie. He was so good.
Strip that down, drip down. Whoa.
Like, he's almost my weak link, dude. He's almost my weak link in the film.
Really?
Just, not because I love him. He doesn't offer anything. All he does is repeat. I know it's like his character, the way it's written, but like I love Bill Hader, and I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, so this is adding story. This is adding up. He hates fucking Rob Riggle. He hates. Oh, I get it.
Oh, so I love Bill Hader. No, the thing is, this should just be a Rob Riggle part. Is what I'm trying to say. Rob Riggle is perfect for this part because Rob Riggle ain't funny. And he can just repeat lines.
I'm paying attention, Rob, for you at least.
You know where I'm at. Jason, do you like Rob Riggle?
Rob Riggle's too big. Bill Hader's nice and skinny. That's what.
No, but he's just saying just for that specific part, it doesn't do anything for anybody. It's just him being a loud mouthpiece. That's what Rob's getting at.
Jason, do you like Rob Riggle?
No.
There you go, Rob. There you go. You got your partner.
He's not funny, bro. He's not funny. He is.
Right,
he is a war hero or a military guy. Like I don't have anything against the guy personally. I just don't think he's very funny. they can both be true. You know, Story likes him though. You love Rob Riggle. You're a Riggle fan.
Hey, you know what, Rob? Lorne Michaels might agree with you because he was only on one season of SNL and he got let go after one season. So
he didn't have enough drug problems. They need their cast to have drug problems. You don't know that.
Yeah, that military Marine part of him didn't let that happen. Yeah.
All right, nitpicks. Problems with the movie. Story. What do you got? You got a couple issues with the movie?
Yeah, I only have 2 problems. Number one, there's no way that someone could throw a TiVo that high. That is physically impossible. Those things are heavy as shit.
How about Matthew McConaughey running that fucking fast at the end? After
that's also true.
Yeah, what is that? Is that real? I noticed that today when I rewatched it.
Fucking running in the jungle, brother.
Hey, he didn't want to get fired. He said literally, he's like, I hope you don't fire me when he left.
I got the TiVo.
And then
you got the TiVo.
And then my other one is there's no way that Speedman would have run into a panda. Pandas are only endemic presently to China. So
yeah, I was about to say China, and they're in Laos and Vietnam.
Whether they're in Vietnam, Myanmar, Laos, doesn't matter. He wouldn't have run into one.
They ain't there. They ain't there.
The Bermuda, it's the Bermuda Triangle, right? No, the Golden Triangle.
Golden Triangle. Yeah.
the
He's like, we're fucked. He's like, UFO planes, they fucking all disappear, man. We're fucked.
Yeah, I heard pandas are in Minnesota right now. It's just where I believe that.
Ray, what do you got for nitpicks?
So let's be real here. The way this movie portrays real actors being thrown into a war zone. I'll be real. I mean, I hope you guys agree with me. 95% of actors right now in Hollywood would never be able to survive this entire movie and everything that happened. Just not happening. Now, there's some, maybe I'm being hard on them, but maybe 90%, so 10% of people in Hollywood could survive something like this. In general, most actors in Hollywood would just crumble, and especially high-end actors who, if you guys have ever heard any actor, major actors' demands in their trailers, you know what I mean? Like all these little fucked up things, like they're so high maintenance. There's 0% chance that most actors in Hollywood, especially this high end that they portray these people to be, would ever last this type of movie. And then, to be honest, Nick Nolte's character, there's just no way that a person like that would be able to lie his ass off. Now, Jason would be able to happily back me up on this. No way to be able to lie that I was in Vietnam to make a fucking book that became a movie when you were never there. It's very easy to be like, dude, you were in the Coast Guard. You were never in Vietnam. You were like, you know what I mean? Like, that was just a big nitpick of mine. And then my last one would be just in general, Hollywood allowing blackface. And now it's 08 compared to now, but
they'll never be in a movie ever again. Robert Downey Jr. will never be playing a fucking black guy.
We talked about that, Jason. Like, this movie could not be made today.
Not even close.
Yeah, maybe the R-word stuff, even that would be problematic, but the blackface, absolutely not.
Which is crazy. That, like, I mean, like that is probably like out of the horrible things in this movie. That's the R thing is probably the like on the bottom toll of things that people would have issues with.
Bottom of the total pole, brother. Yeah.
Mouth says downtown sports pisses Jason off for $2, Rob. See, I'm kind of a whore for supers, so like. I'm caught in the middle. I love you both. Jason, I love Mouth.
Yeah, how's socialism and Madame doing for you? So
we don't like to get too political on this show. I love you, Mouth. I love you, Jason. I love you, Story. I love you, Ray. I have a quick. This is funny. So you were. Go ahead, Ray.
I was saying, so Jason, to back me up though. They say just. I know you were in the military, but a lot of your family. I mean, we're talking Nick Nolte, who was a Vietnam supposed vet, somebody who was a Vietnam vet to lie his ass off, literally his whole life. There's no way. I'm just saying, there's just no way this would ever be real. Like that's what I'm saying is in just in reality. That's a nitpick of mine.
You have hands? You have hands?
So
well, not even that. I'm just in general the whole thing. Just military people call people out very easily on this shit.
People do lie about this shit though. They do.
Oh,
they do.
But
I have an awesome story time with Rob for you guys. You're gonna love
Bring
this.
It out.
So I had a weird neighbor.
Stop the music.
Probably 12 years ago, 10 years ago. I had this weird neighbor live next to me, and my buddy would always come over with his girlfriend, super pretty blonde. And he was always telling me, my neighbor was always telling me he was a Vietnam veteran. And he was he'd get drunk and come over and like talk. We're having a good time, and he's like talking about stories how he killed people in Vietnam, and just like uncalled for. And what do you know about actual Vietnam vets and war vets? They don't talk about this shit at all. They don't. You can even ask them. I have a really close friend of mine, Tom Kreider, love you to death. 100% Vietnam vet, and I've been getting high with him and drunk some nights. And I'm like, I figure this is a good time to broach the subject. I want to hear, and he won't go down that road. So I just know they don't do this shit, right?
True people,
he would always say this.
True peeps will never.
And I found out that he was born in like 61. So, dude, the war was over, bro. You were not in Vietnam. He was like, maybe it was 59. He was like the same age as my dad. He was not in Vietnam, but he fucking lured. He lured my buddy's girlfriend in his house when his wife was gone, and we were jamming, and she was just hanging out like outside. And he's like, "Hey, I want to show you my cat." So she goes in the house with this fucking guy, and he starts talking about how he killed people in Vietnam to her, one-on-one. And she's like, "What the fuck?" Like blaming us. We're like, "Dude, how is it our fault? Like just hang out in the basement with us." Anyways, people do. The point of the story is people do lie about like going, being in the service, and then like what level of service. Usually it's what level of service they had. Maybe they signed up for the military, but they definitely didn't go serve, an actual like see duty, like actual fucking warfare. And this guy was just out of control. And like, dude, you're not that old. Like Vietnam has a timeline. You were not there, motherfucker.
I just want to say real quick. There's this 3 years ago. I worked for Orkin Pest Control. I went to some guy's house in Aurora for Story and Rob, and this guy had roaches. He was an older white dude. He was definitely a Vietnam age. So like what you're saying, this guy 100% was in Vietnam. Like his age checked out and his PTSD. So anyways, he had cockroaches. He had a bunch of them on the sticky traps so that I didn't have any extra problems some next day. He was talking to me the day before how he was going to burn the roaches in his fire pit. So I bring him a stack of sticky traps the next day, and it's in the middle of the summer, and he pops open his screen door. I'm like, "Hey, sir, how's it going?" Hand it to him. And he's just, I just jokingly, "Hey, yeah, so have fun burning those roaches in your fire pit." He all of a sudden like had a PTSD. Like he looked at me with a weird, hard look and was just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna burn them like I did those G words in Vietnam." I'm like, "All right, sir. Have a good week." It was a Saturday.
Have a good one.
Yeah, it's like, holy shit, dude, this guy is fucking PTSD'd out, man. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Sorry, I just like
I have one nitpick. So it's not even a nitpick because how dumb Tug Speedman is. Right. But you know how he's like using the hands to like get the food when the E Hollywood thing's on. Right. And then he's always wearing the Bluetooth headset, and he gets the phone call from the agent, and he puts his phone up to his ear. He's got the fucking Bluetooth headset on. Like it just shows how dumb that character is. I think it was made by design, right? Like, but it's so dumb.
Yeah. Which, by the way, another research thing with that, Rob, is that apparently he was basing that character, like when he wrote it, off of a young Sylvester Stallone, aka probably First Blood, which totally makes sense.
Dude,
since he was a Vietnam veteran as well, like in that movie. So
same Private Ryan fucking memes in that fucking movie. I mean,
oh, dude, the amount of the satire for war movies.
Jack Black, my ass.
G word. It rhymes with
hook.
It rhymes with hook.
Ben Stiller's fucking going through fucking
it rhymes with hook, but with a G and yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jason, you missed it. I just said that there's some crazy old man that had roaches, and he said he's gonna burn them, and he was gonna burn them in their fire pit. And I gave him sticky traps the next day, and he's like, "I'm gonna burn them like I did the G words in Vietnam." I'm like, "All right, sir, you have a good week."
Story. What are some of your best quotes? We've already talked about a lot, but
we talked about a lot. But the when Reggie Lee calls in, this flaming dragon. And you go to Les Grossman. Okay, flaming dragon.
Flaming dragon.
Well, take a step back.
All right, flaming dragon.
Fuck your own face.
Hey, can I? I mean, I'm willing to do. I'll do my best impression. I can do it.
There, are you
willing to let me do it?
Talking about the HD DVD versus Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
he keeps going into it, and
it's VHS.
Downey Jr. turns around. He's like, "You talking to me this whole time?" He just bursts out laughing. That's a stupid fun one. We played a bunch of them already, so I'll let somebody else go because I got like 11 here. I don't want to monopolize the spotlight.
So I'm gonna do my best Les Grossman impersonation. First off, take a step back and literally fuck your own face. I don't know what kind of Pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull on here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm going to have to head down there and I will rain on godly fucking firestorm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroy you. I'm talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up.
In the meantime,
I didn't want to say it. It's just yeah. And by the way, dude, that's how great that character is. That's yelling crazy, and then
more or less
yourself. Click. And throws the phone. We don't negotiate with.
When we first meet him, he says he's talking to somebody on the phone. He's like, "I will rip your tits off."
Yeah, when Bill Hader's freaking out trying to get the fucking camera put together. Yeah, Les Grossman, rest in peace. Les Grossman is talking about. Yeah.
No more frequent.
No, I don't know that. I don't know how to do that thing.
No more frequent flyer bitch miles for my boy.
All right, what else do we have for best quotes? Jason, what are your favorite quotes? Do you have any offhand?
G5 airplane.
Jason, do you have any favorite quotes offhand that you want to share with us?
Coast Guard Sanitation Department.
And that story's P Brick scene. Dude, that is story's P Brick scene, dude.
My grandfather, or no, my granddad, mom's dad. So granddad did 30 years in the Coast Guard. My dad did 31 years in the Coast Guard. My brother is going on 16 years in the Coast Guard. And my sister did fucking 5 years in the Coast Guard, 4 or 5 years, whatever. And I was like, you get your fucking kindergarten, your fucking first grade, second grade, third grade, like you going throughout fucking school. It's like, oh, what you doing for fucking, like, what do you want to be for a career, or whatever. And it's like, Coast Guard.
But it sounds like you can't swim then. If you're the rest of your family's Coast Guard, well, I'm fucking with you. You live in Florida. You can't swim.
I think we all know that Kirk Lazarus in this movie couldn't swim.
Whoa! No,
you gotta read between the lines to get that one, boys. You gotta read between the lines to get that one. Okay.
Sports might have been offended about that. Your comment, brother.
No, it's funny because he's actually just in face. Anyways, we owe a beer chug. Jason, you got to hop in this one. Ray as well. By the way, none of you guys added in mine. I have the official. I have the official best quote. You ready for the official best quote, guys? It goes really overlooked.
I'm just like a little boy playing with his dick when he's nervous because that's a pretty.
Nope. Story. Give me the rest of your quotes. I want to see if you mention it because this one is by far the best.
Cover me, you limp dick fuck ups. That's at the beginning of the movie. That's a good one. Hit the director in the face really fucking hard. You talking to me? We did that. I don't read the script. The script reads me. I think you played that one, Rob. Did that one. Welcome to the goodie room. Bill Hader's perfect delivery there.
Yeah, that's
more frequent bitch miles for my boy. Just say no to this, you drug making midget. That's what's his name? Saying that, and then. No, dickhead. Of course I could. A nutless monkey could do your job. But seriously.
Yeah, literally a nutless monkey could do your job.
But for real.
All right, you guys ready? You guys ready for the best quote?
Yeah.
You got some more, Ray? Go ahead. See if you mention it.
Kurt Lazarus, everybody knows you don't full retard. What do you mean? Check it out. Dustin Hoffman, Rayman, look retard, and act retard, not retard. Count toothpicks, count cards, autistic, show.
Get some of them crab apples.
You know Tom Hanks, Forrest
Hell
Gump,
yeah.
Float, yes, retarded, maybe. Braces on his legs, but he chawed his pants off. He chawed the pants off Nixon, and he won a ping pong tournament. That ain't retarded. He was a goddamn war hero. You know anything about retarded war heroes? You went full retard, man. Never go full retard. You don't buy that. SM Penn, 2001. I am Sam, remember? Went full retard, went home with nothing. Like, I'm just saying that full, I know it's a long, but like that I think that's just, again, the best scene, the best quote. That's just so well written.
Yes, retarded, maybe.
And
all right, you guys ready? You guys ready for the best quote? This is officially the best quote. I think you're going to agree.
I got back at camp.
Here we go.
When we get back to the world,
You gonna put together that three-piece combo band we talked about?
Me on stand-up bass.
Johnny on drums. And me tickling the ivories.
You talking about that three-piece combo, dude, Rob?
That's the best line. His hands are blown up.
I never even realized
tickling,
that.
dude. Tickling the ivories is one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard in the world with his hands, because you ain't playing keyboard, bro. You ain't playing any instrument, but you're sure as fuck not playing keyboard. But the way I love tickling the ivories, I've never heard that before. Like said by a musician anywhere.
You never heard that phrase?
So you're
no,
laughing,
I never heard it.
You're laughing at a different reason than I'm laughing. I'm laughing because he does a black joke to him because he's playing blackface. He says, when you get home, you get that three-piece combo we talked about.
I didn't catch that.
Stand up bass, but yeah. No, it's a tickling the ivories, dude. And I play keyboard.
No,
so
that
like,
is. No, dude, especially when you have blown out hands. And then he talks about juggling at that same time.
That's got to be director's cut, because that's not in the theatrical cut.
Okay, because that's what I've been watching. So again, I don't know this movie as well as you guys.
I'm with Story. I don't think I've ever actually seen that. That's hilarious. I'll give you that. That is fucking
How good is that? Tickling the ivories. All right, you guys ready to chug? Jason, Ray, are you guys ready? I gotta get the next unanswerable question. Story, take us home on this one. Unanswerable questions. What do you got? You have any?
4. I got 4. They're real unanswerable though. So, how does Sandusky survive a direct RPG hit to the truck that had a ton of flammable liquid in it?
It's Kevin Sandusky Story.
Yeah, or whatever Steven calls him, or
not Jerry Sandusky. Hopefully.
No, whatever Lazarus calls him. And then how does Peck get to the village so quickly? And then how does he get home? Follow up is that Peck's G5 that he's flying on? Did he actually get the G5? And finally, does Simple Jack on the left.
And Story, yes, I think
airplane on the right.
Story, I think he does because that movie made $400 billion. So
400 million.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, there's a big difference, but it's still. Oh wait, 400 mil. That's a lot.
Jason, are you ready? You ready for a chug? Jason, Ray, let's go.
I'm biting it.
Jesus, fucking savage. That was fast. You have any other ones? Story, I know you said 2.
Yeah, I got them all.
Ray, you have any unanswerables?
Honestly, just like, again, how we talked about earlier, why I love this movie as a comedy, just the way it was shot. I understand they pretty much do explain it, because like when he wins the award, it's about a war movie being made behind the scenes. I've just never heard of anything like that. So that's just I understand, because I guess when I did my research, I guess it said that Ben Stiller, because they don't explain in the movie, isn't the director's cut, Rob, that he used the footage that the director got blown up with all those cameras around. He used that footage to make Tropic Thunder, which is what made the movie. I'm saying like that, but that was something I did on my research. I didn't know, like
a snuff film.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was, and he won, and that's what I'm saying. That's like an unanswerable, because it's like something I've never watched. Again, guys, this is why I'm saying one of my favorite comedy movies, because I've never seen anything like this before. There's just so many different levels of this shit that, like, again, honestly, it is unanswerable. I don't know. Ray, I just don't know. Like
Ray, the fact that they keep on making fun of him for Simple Jack the entire time. Like, I love how much Simple Jack they actually have. Like the reenactment. We didn't talk about that when he's a prisoner.
Which, by the way, dude,
they're all talking about Captain Jack when they're like, oh, he's got
country. That, by the way, a third world country. Only movie they have is Simple Jack on VHS. I'm saying a spoof on third world countries who are so behind in the times on everything that their favorite and only movie they have is the most retarded acted movie of all time on VHS.
And then Lazarus talks about how he brings some balance and allows the audience to connect with the character when he's doing the performance on stage.
I was like,
Profac has a question.
Take her out on a date, brother. Like, fucking, I was like, did I just hear Lance? What the fuck did I just hear, Lance?
Hey, would the documentary, the Tropic Thunder, have been bigger than the documentary, bigger than Melania? That's the Trump's wife documentary, right?
Did you say Melania?
Yeah, it's Melania.
Moana? Whatever. I don't fucking know.
So that's an interesting point, not about the documentary Melania, but about like, okay, so they would have been a documentary about Tropic Thunder would have been a documentary. How would Speedman have won Best Actor? I don't think they give out Best Actor awards for documentaries, do they?
So no, that's no. But Rob, like, I'm sorry.
Or did he win? Was he like
Best
the director?
He won in the movie. He won Best Actor because it was supposed to be a war movie that they acted, but then when the director listened to Nick Nolte and brought them into the fucking middle of nowhere with fucking pyrotechnics and everything, well, then putting the cameras in. That's when they were saying, like, we're gonna scare the shit out of them, and they're gonna act at that point because they're gonna think they're.
And the heroin compound had all those cameras, so like
Correct.
all his stuff in there,
is
also in the movie.
And once they busted that, he can get all that camera footage as well. Exactly. So that's how it was made. It was like a mockumentary, basically.
How does Tug Speedman win Best Actor if Tropic Blunder was a documentary?
It wasn't though. That's what I'm saying. It was a making of the movie is what they explain. Again, my internet research.
That's a documentary. I mean, that's literally the definition.
I'm not just there's your favorite nitpick that you can add on there. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. You're 100% right. Story. Right. No, I'm saying you're 100% right.
Jason, you got a compliment from Mouth about how you chugged your beer. He said, "Eat your beers, kids." He respected how you chugged that fucking beer because that was insane. You literally ate the beer. You ate the beer.
You see how you're fucking nope. Ain't doing it. Nope.
Okay. It was impressive. It was impressive. You almost beat me in my chug. I chugged very, very fast.
He took his cane tooth and just stabbed the shit out of it and chugged it.
Yeah.
All right, what's age, guys? What's age the best? What's age the worst in this movie? I know the obvious stuff is just the blackface and the R word and those things. Definitely aged the worst.
R word, blackface. So
you know what? Actually, hold on. I'm going to counter that. I think it aged the best because it brings us back to better times and you could do whatever you wanted.
I think the satire of it aged pretty well, but using the R word and blackface, like even in a satirical standpoint, it's still problematic. Also, there's a fair amount, not a fair amount, but there's a little bit of homophobia in this as well, right? With Al Pacino not wanting to come out, not wanting to be seen as gay.
Lance.
I thought you said Lance. I love the Lance Bass thing.
I thought you said
Lance.
He does finally.
I said ants, like antsy.
Dangling your dice on fucking Lance's forehead.
And then iPod videos that aged pretty poorly.
Big time. Cell phones came out real quick after that. We all wasted our money on those for sure.
TiVo definitely aged the worst. Good call from ProFact.
Yeah, good call.
Do you remember how much everyone loved TiVo? How amazing it was when it came out.
Oh yeah,
never paid for it because you couldn't afford it.
It was expensive.
Mm-hmm.
There,
but I mean, if you had it, you were a fucking G.
Do you want the age best now too, Rob? Because
all of it, whatever.
Yeah. So age best, the satire, the soundtrack is a really nice mix of modern and like 70s war era songs, like you would find in Platoon and
Apocalypse Now and things like that.
And then I think Ben Stiller's aged pretty well as a director, both comedy and drama.
And by the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Was this his directorial debut?
No.
What was his first?
He did Cable Guy. So
he did. Okay, that's why I'm asking you guys. Yeah. Especially you two up top. Like you guys watch a lot more or have watched a lot more movies than me. So thank you for correcting me. I was just curious. So that's actually awesome.
Still directed Cable Guy.
Yeah, I was saying that's amazing. Like, that's awesome.
Carrey?
Yeah, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing.
Still directed Cable Guy with Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago, folks. Too.
Rob and Nick ain't gonna lie to us, Jason. They'll know.
Ray, what do you have for age the worst, age the best?
So,
Reality Bites was his feature film, the directorial debut, for the record.
Okay, thank you.
Good movie too.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
So I have both for age the worst and best as the movie just itself because I, of course, just like Story said, all the racists and just bad things they talk about in this thing, all this shit doesn't age well. But at the same time, I think it does age well because in a way it's a contradicting point for me because at the same time, Story, we were in the back, before we hopped on, you looked it up. Like there has not been a really decent comedy since like 2013, 14.
It's been a while.
Like we're at over a decade at this point. And because of our bullshit of just everybody being offended by anything and everything. I'm not saying like certain things you shouldn't be offended by. That's fine. You know, I'm saying like if you have a retarded, you know, family member, a friend, whatever.
Oh, you said the R word. Oh,
I did. But sorry, but it was, you know, but I'm just saying like if you have something that actually hits home for you and it's understandable, but if you don't have like for just I don't know. My point is that I think it ages well because there's no good comedies anymore. Like I throw this movie on, I laugh every time. I'm saying for that, that's where I have that. With also, I also think like with the aging as it get, I think the acting, like just the overall acting in the movie, because like it literally, if you look at Ben Stiller, the entire movie, he opens up as a fucking crybaby bitch actor, and then he goes into a full blown fucking like Apocalypse Now, and then he opens up to like at the end back to like where he was. Like a little bit different though, like a little more toned down asshole version of himself at the end of the movie. Clearly, that's why he has the arc of, you know, accepting Robert Downey Jr. being his friend and all this and that. And then just in general, I mean,
I got half squat. I like, trust me, I know these people.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Like that's what I'm saying. Like he's so full of him. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, because he's so fucking full of himself, thinking like, hey, they love me. I got this, even though they damn well know that there are Americans fucking blowing shit up and killing people of their own at that point. And he's so full of himself. He's like, no, I got a son. He loves me. I love him. He's like, I got this. I'll take care of them. You guys get out of here. And then what, like Jason, within 2 seconds later, fucking blow up the fucking bridge and the fucking blows down. He's just stabbing him in the back. Dude. So yeah, I
was wrong.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I was wrong. But in general, there are many. There's so many things that are good and bad. Right. Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. Why the fuck was Tug Speedman trying to adopt a Vietnamese baby kid? Why?
Because he was what do they call that when your kidnappers or you're okay with them?
Stockholm syndrome.
Yes.
No. But even before that, remember how he had the little one in the little cage with the knife when he was on the phone with the agent? Early in the movie,
yeah. Well, and also Robert Downey Jr. Not Robert, his Matthew McConaughey. Is how's your adoption process?
Yeah, so like, I'm saying he was already trying to. Why is he trying to adopt a kid? He's essentially Sylvester Stallone because he could bang any woman he wants.
I'm saying
he thinks it's going to revitalize his image.
Hey,
like a Bono situation.
Trey McClure in The Simpsons when he marries Salma.
Yeah,
because he was banging the fish. Yeah, I thought you were sleeping with the fishes. Hey, I thought you were sleeping with the fishes, Tone. Yeah, he was. Oh, I just ate the whole thing of a gamma bagoo. Yeah.
Jason, what memorabilia do you want from this movie? If you could have anything from this movie, what do you want?
I want the fat hands from fucking Tom Cruise, brother. Got it. It's like, ooh.
Fat hairy hands.
No.
Story, what do you want?
I originally thought I'd like the panda head, but that might be problematic if people didn't realize the context. I'll go with Nick Nolte's hook hands.
Yeah,
his hooks.
Very good call. It's a great call.
I would also like the Simple Jack with Matthew McConaughey in the background.
Dude. We didn't mention this. All the stuff McConaughey has in his office, he has Scorcher 6 poster, and then
dude,
what you're mentioning the moving thing with the Simple Jack thing
with the fucking melon.
It would be.
What is that? A hammer?
It'd be pretty hilarious if you had like an entertainment room or a movie room and you filled it out with posters from fake movies that are in real movies.
Yeah. Simple
Especially
Jack.
If you say, let's just say like if I did that and you walked in, you guys would appreciate the shit out of all of it. But then it's like a random person walks in, they're saying like threat. Oh, by the way, I love The Office. Threat level midnight. Like, I'm just saying like a great terror. I'm just saying like, I'm saying if I had a threat level midnight.
Simple Jack, the story of a mentally impaired farmhand who can talk to animals, was a box office disaster that many critics called one of the worst movies of all time.
Got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
But now the question is, can Speed...
By the way, shout out to Ben Stiller's wife for fucking willingly
for being hot
to be in there to talk to his husband who was doing full retard. Like, you don't go forward, but you did. You did it, and you're doing it.
All right, Apex Mountain. Who peaked?
Hey,
Ben Stiller.
You don't want my memorabilia. Okay.
All right, dude. Ray, it's not easy to fucking control this shit. What is your memorabilia?
I only won.
All right,
Jack VHS.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
a good actual movie.
Yeah. I'm VHS only, not DVD. I want the VHS. Sorry,
dude. Can they just like release the actual movie? Can they just make it at this point? You know, because like they have the scenes. You know, there's if you actually try to pin it together with the scenes he's acting in the heroin camp. You know, where he's like, the tears are in my dreams or whatever. Like that scene. There's like 3 scenes now. Then you have the True Hollywood Story scene. Like, can we make a movie?
Yeah, Jack Black. It's like he goes fucking with the fucking.
Yeah, when they make fun of him being fat, and he freaks out. His yeah, he's just shoving the fucking handful of fucking heroin in their fucking nose, and they OD.
You guys think this is Ben Stiller's Apex?
No,
just because he directed this movie.
No, I mean because he's directed 11 episodes of Severance, and that's one of the most popular shows on television, most critically acclaimed shows on television. He must have a direct hand in the.
But so I guess, Corey, do you think him being a lead director like that is more than him being a lead actor and director like he is in this? Like, I'm just playing devil's advocate because you're right. Severance is much more serious and real. I mean, I'm real just as a seriousness drama.
I love Ben Stiller's fucking father. It's like, I got a local joint.
Yeah.
Domino's.
Yeah.
Domino's.
Yeah.
What is Ben Stiller's Apex? Is it Meet the Parents? It's got to be Meet the Parents, right?
I think as an actor, it's Meet the Parents.
It's got to be Meet the Fockers.
No, it's just Meet the Parents because there was Wedding Singer, or not Wedding Singer. What's the one the rom-com? God damn it! I know. Isn't it? You're not helping me out here. I guess I'm making it up.
No, I'm not helping you out. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're getting.
No, I'm making it up. That's fine.
Okay.
Profak, we need to get Profak on the show because he's a genius. He says Ben Stiller's ripped physique peaked. No homo. It's either this or Dodgeball because Dodgeball is. I think he looks better in this movie, but Dodgeball is more of. No, Profak got it right. This guy genius. Along came Polly. That's the one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Profak, get in the Discord, get in the Patreon. Come on, one of the pods.
Idiot as I am.
Profak, get in the Patreon, get in the Discord. ProfessionalFanatics.com. Be in Jason's seat, and you're in the chat. He's actually offering more than I'm offering.
You know, you gotta pump it up. Like,
he's killing. He's actually killing.
Dodge your fucking ball.
Dodgeball is more like in your face his physique because it's his character, but he looks better in this movie, right?
Yeah, he looks better in this movie. This is probably I agree. That's probably his physique right there.
Genius call, Profak. Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's under the radar. Brandon T. Jackson, the guy who plays Al Pacino. I don't know what else he's
gotta be.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're good call. I know his face because of the movie. I don't remember seeing him in much other things. He's probably just like a character actor, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What about what about Jay Baruchel? I actually love Jay Baruchel, man. Like he's awesome and knocked up. He's always a friend. But is it remember the rom-com he did? She's Not That Into You. Or,
she's out of my league.
She's out of your league. Yeah, she's out of my league. That's a good movie. That's a great fucking movie, dude.
This is not even close. This is not.
I believe that same with Tropic Thunder, fucking Lazarus. You Kirk.
Robert Downey Jr.
No, not Kirk Lazarus. Fucking. Sandusky.
Oh, Sandusky. Yeah, so that's where it's on. Welcome to the fucking conversation, Jason.
He did
Sandusky.
He did How to Train Your Dragon in 2010. So arguably he was.
Oh, he did. Damn.
Yeah, he was starting to peak at this point. Well, and then How to Train Your Dragon 2, How to Train Your Dragon 3, like those are extremely popular movies. So I don't think.
Have you seen that she's out of your league story? Out of my league.
I don't really remember anything about it though.
Well, I remember the premature ejaculation scene is pretty awesome because like she touches him and then her parents come over and he's got a fucking cum stain on his pants.
He's like, I got a fucking oyster.
That's good. It's not the peak for like, you know, satire movies, but it's the most recent peak because they don't get made anymore.
Correct.
Would that be Airplane? You know, like would that be the peak for satire? I know it's like an old one, but
well, I'm gonna say them. I mean, technically speaking, the most recent one with Liam Neeson would be like a good satire. That's I'm not gonna sit here and say it's even close to the original, but I'm just saying a recent movie that's a comedy.
Can I give you guys Scary Movie? Because I'm a big fan of Scary Movie. I feel like that was super popular, bro.
You know, hey, can I get $1? Oh, here's a sandwich. Ask for $1, bitch. Throws a sandwich at her head.
What were you saying, sorry?
There's a new Scary Movie coming out later this year.
Really?
And there's another Scream coming out too. Jesus Christ.
Scream 7, Scary Movie 6.
So scary. Is this
Apex Mountain for Nick Nolte?
No, Nick Nolte had a bunch of bangers, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, what after this though?
Oh yeah, nothing after this. I feel like he just had a couple
prior.
of roles.
I was thinking prior would be his peak. But he didn't. He did.
What is he known for? What is Nick Nolte known for?
He did The Fighter, right? With
No, that's
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
No. So what's the Warrior? The Warrior. No, The Warrior is with Tom Hardy and I can't remember the other guy's brother, but their dad is Nick Nolte in that movie. He's really good in that. But Nick Nolte, I mean, he's been around for fucking ever. I mean, there's many things that admittedly, I probably haven't watched a ton of that he's been more known for people, you know, our parents.
Did we do irrelevant actors?
No, I took that category out. Did you have one?
What? You took that? That's like my favorite category.
Thank you, Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? The Matt Walsh Award, Rob. You just have to take it away.
Yeah, we talked. Matt Walsh was literally in the last
place
spot that
to be.
All right, what's the relevant actor?
I go to local joint.
All right. So Reggie Lee, he plays one of the second in command of Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
That guy's in a ton of TV shows, including.
He's the one who.
You know what he's in? You know what he's in?
Like, we are Flaming Dragon. He's the original.
You know what he's
guy,
most known for in my mind? He's in Fast and Furious. He's the Asian dude in the fucking Fast and Furious thing.
And then do you know who Peck's secretary is? Who Matthew McConaughey's secretary? That's Yvette.
The black woman, right?
Fame.
She's in a ton of things.
Yeah, and then
I don't know her name, but I saw her face and I'm like, oh yeah, you're in a ton of fucking things I've seen you.
And then you'll get a kick out of this, Rob. The Matt Levin, he's the journalist in the guy who joins Starship, like the military and Starship Troopers. The guy who wants to be a journalist.
Yeah,
he's in this early in the movie as like a camera guy or a sound guy or something like that.
No shit.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
Wow. That is the ultimate Matt Walsh Award right there.
Yeah, you got to keep an eye out for those.
Well, thanks.
All right,
thank you, Story. Thank you, Story. There you go, Rob. We want it back.
We'll get it back. You clamor for it, you get it. I'm a man of the people. One Oscar to give. Is this going to be just for like cutting edge, just for the cutting edge factor? I know it's not a name or a person or an award, but like the fact that it's such a cutting edge movie, that's the Oscar of just like pushing boundaries.
If I was going to give an acting one, it would go to Tom Cruise. If I was going to give another general one, I would say special effects or soundtrack would be one of those two that I would give.
What do you guys got, Jason Ray?
This guy is oh fuck it. What was it? Heads up. Who's
Tom Cruise? Les Grossman.
Yeah, Les Grossman. Who's the fucking
Bill Hader's his assistant.
The black dude rapper.
Oh, Ludacris.
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 Stand up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.